Oh boy! God, I hope this works! I hope this works. Oh boy. I'm gonna try. Oh man, it said an error. I swear, I'm probably just sitting here talking to myself and it's going. And I just don't know. Why is there an error? I don't understand what you're talking about. 10 concurrent viewers? What? That tells me that it is working. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. Let's check good old YouTube to see if I'm doing this right. Damn it! I hate this. If I'm sitting here talking to myself, I don't feel bad. But if I'm live streaming right now and nobody can see me or hear me, that's going to be stupid. That is going to be done. It says I'm live. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, there's ads. I just want to see if I'm live. There's 28 people. Oh yeah, you guys have all been watching me talking to myself, huh? Damn it. That sucks. So what I'm trying to do is watch this here live stream on my phone, and it will not let me. We're going to talk about bulbs. I'm also probably going to redo this in a second. What up? What's the background hiss sound? Ooh, I don't know. But you guys, definitely I'm happy to see you in here. So this is the thing. I've got all Mac set up, and apparently for streaming everything should be on PC because it just runs easier. I've been delaying doing a lot of this stuff for a while, and yeah. Oh, is my mic super loud? Is that why? Let's try that. Let's try to back off. How am I sounding now? I can't even view it on myself live. So let's go with that. Maybe that's what's hissing. Is it better? Yeah, I mean the mic was like maxed out, so I don't know. I feel like I'm flying blind. It'd be super dope if I had an intern that was like hanging out and watching me make a fool of myself, helping me do not as bad a job of that. A little better? Huh. I wonder what the hiss is about. I wonder. Let's see. I can mess with my gain. I'll do it. Let's try to turn the gain down on the preamp. Yeah, this is about bulbs. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what to say sound-wise, especially because I can't even see myself. I'm supposed to be able to watch as I go. Here we go. There we go. Let's see if I can hear this hissing that you guys are talking about. See if I can hear this hissing. Wow, that's actually not a bad lag. Normally when I do this live stream, there's a 20-second delay. So awesome. You know what's funny? I think what you're hearing is my computer. Let's see. Oh. This is so funny. I'm sorry, everybody that's watching this. I care like a little bit that I look dumb, but not really. I'm just trying to mess around with it. Alright, let's just go. Check this out. I want to show you something cool. I almost want to restart this, but I'm not going to. Bye out. I just want to see this on the phone. Oh, yes. It's so good. Alright. This is going to be fun. So, yeah, I'll get the audio stuff dialed. Apparently, you can't deal with audio sucking when you're watching stream. Sorry, I'm like totally reverbing in your ear and stuff. So that's what it's going to be. Feel free to drop off like flies as I botch this whole thing up, but I don't even care. So check this out. I guess you should probably see my face again. So that there is a beautiful little bulb. And I've got a few of them on here, so you can actually check out the stuff that's going there. So the new bulbs came in. I was a little bit concerned that what was going to happen was I was going to have a new bulb that wasn't as bright as the old one. And what ended up happening was I actually have a bulb that's as bright as the old one. It's almost exactly the same. It's just, it's going to last forever, and, you know, like, not going to have these sort of flickering or little stupid issues. And then we have, like, the monster bright one. So I'm going to read these things off really quick to you. Shut the light off. It's going to get spooky. Oh, yes. I know this is stupid because I'm excited about this and I'm not doing a great job, but I don't even care. So check it out. We've got... Oh yeah, it's for sure my computer just screaming at me because I'm maxing out the PC or the CPU. Okay, so old bulb pulling 1.9 watts. These things have been running for a while, so this is actually true numbers. New one is pulling 2.0 watts, and then the super bright new one 3.6, 3.5. So we've got super dope bulbs, guys. I'm crazy excited. Look at this one. This is the new switchback. Just this brightness right here. Oh god, it's so bright. Let's read. This is saying that it is at 3.6, and in comparison to the old bulbs that I was using, this is basically as bright as a non-switchback bulb. But then you've got the crazy bright switchback. So I apologize for all people that have been involved in this live stream and yeah, not really got to learn anything. So we're going to change it up to where I'm doing, I bet I could just move the mic too, but I'm going to be doing a bunch of live streaming probably on Twitch, which is weird. It's not going to be teaching stuff. It's just going to be me doing this, but like that. So I don't know if the audio cuts out when I switch scenes. I hope it doesn't, but it might. So when I'm going to be doing stuff like that, it's going to be like on those little cooking things where you're watching people make stuff. That's going to be ridiculous. So I'm pumped about it. I get to go in there. Watch this. Alright, so I'm sorry that I'm new to this whole live streaming dealy, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to do a really good job at... Ooh, come back. Did I kill the stream? Oh boy, I did. Oh, that is good. That is too good. So I thought I killed it. Alright, I'm glad you can hear me. So apparently you can see me now too, right? So basically what I'm going to kind of take the opportunity to do is just share my workflow. And so as I'm out grinding and building custom lights and doing all that good stuff, more or less I'm just going to share what that looks like, because I've got a ton of these GTR jobs that, like today, probably right now even, I'll go ahead and I'll kick on a new stream because this one's post for sure. There's no way I'm leaving this thing on the internet. But you're all invited back in a bit. I need to do some kind of a cool kickoff with the LED bulbs, so maybe I'll do like a giveaway or something like that today. I would love that. So if you guys have any ideas about what would be a cool way to win a giveaway, like sharing out some content, I don't know. I have no idea what to do. Maybe I'll make a post on Instagram and have you guys share some of that stuff up. That would be super dope, and then I'll give a free set of those out. So we're gonna price them at $45. Load resistors will be another 10. So it'll be kind of like you get $55 if you win this thing. I'm just shooting from the hip. I have no idea if that's gonna work out, how that whole thing is gonna look, but I definitely think that this shit is aiming the wrong way. It's probably really annoying that it's right there. Watch this. Put it over here further away from the hissing. Now it's just blocking my face, looking stupider than it was. Anyway, so I'm going to go live again in a bit, and when I do that, I'm going to try to have some of this stuff like a tiny bit more dialed, but I'm just going to work today, and I'll give that example of how it looks as I am basically putting some demon eyes in a set of projectors, actually GTR projectors, so you kind of get a little bit of free insight. I'm looking for somebody that's local to come in and do a demon eye job, and truth be told, the reason for that was to fund the PC, and it was going to do a better job at all of this stuff than I'm doing right now. I can't stand seeing a dark room. It's all about light, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was kind of the plan, and I just jumped the gun, threw on OBS, downloaded some stuff to the Mac, and started going, but I do need somebody to come in as a paid demon eye install. So it'd be great if it was a popular car like a Civic. Anybody know Projector Civic, SoCal guys? That would be ideal. Damn, I can't say that. So yeah, I want to bring a cool car in. The options are I've got somebody with a I think it's a 2017 BRZ 8.6 something. But for right now, because I'm screwing this whole thing up and I'm going to totally kill this thing off, ask me any questions. I'm going to dive into comments a little bit here. But man, is it going to be nice when I finally figure out this whole OBS thing and live streaming and all that. So Eddie says, where am I located? I am in Southern California, my man. So that's basically where whoever comes in this week, I got a guy with a Mazda something. I think it was a Mazda Speed 6 or something that was wanting to come in. He's going to miss it. I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to make that happen. Black Flames 1284. Will you have some 1156 bulb? Bro, I have hundreds and hundreds of them. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I got 4 boxes of bulbs in. I don't mean little boxes. I mean like heavy. One of them was a massive box just filled with load resistors. So everybody that wants to have turn signals and not have the hyper flash, yeah, we got them. We got them. I'm literally, as of like this month, cutting off distribution of all other products than my own. And the reason for that is that I want to get you guys, let me hear what you think about this. So I will actually be in control of pricing and all of that stuff, and that's what's going to fund the whole company and the channel and everything else is these LED bulbs. But things like LED strips and the projectors and all the things that I've messed with over the years, I want to be able to give you guys discounts without it messing up my agreements with these companies or anything like that. So instead of me making 30 or 40% off of their retail price and then giving you a discount off of that and then doing a bunch of legwork and all that and being left after transaction fees with like, I don't know, 10, 15% profit on any of this stuff, I'm just going to take that and I'm going to give it back to the companies and I'm going to say, I'm not going to do any of the work. I'm not going to do the order fulfillment, processing, any of that stuff. And what I want to do instead is to get promo codes from them for you guys to save you, so you're saving like 10, 15%, and then I'll get like a little affiliate commission thing on there. So I'm driving traffic right to the companies, meaning I don't have to have all of their stuff on the website and all of that, because it's hard to show custom lighting products. It's crazy. And so what I want to do is just get you guys a bigger discount on everything. So I'll make less money, but I'll do like almost no work besides making videos. you know? So, like, I'll still get a little slice of the action, but, like, it'll be about a third what I do now, and there just won't be any of me being a bottleneck, answering emails and getting back to people, and here's your tracking number, and, you know, this is on back order and all that. What it will give me the option to do is sell stuff that I have here in stock, hundreds and hundreds of things, and ship them off immediately. Same day shipping. Like, Kristen will handle all that. She's dope. That was a lot. Let me turn this back on. I'm sitting here in the dark, or in the silence. So, what do you think about that? What do you think about getting discounts instead of me doing all the work? All 32 of you boys and girls. You know that none of you are girls, by the way? It's kind of cool. If that's annoying, tell me, I'll turn it off. But I'm sitting in a room talking to myself. I swear, it gets super weird sometimes. Will you have an H7 kit for halogen set BMW lights? Love your channel, very inspirational. Thank you, Joseph. That is actually the one caveat to everything I just said. I think I'm going to continue to carry some of the LastFit products, low beams, fog lights, stuff like that, until I get confident enough to spend the money on doing FlyRyde branded product like that. Not really sure if that's going to work out or not. Pranil says, you still going to show us how to make awesome lights? Bro, that's all I want. That's what I want my whole life to be about, is like getting to travel, go to different shops, show people on the road. Like, what if I come to your city and there's a dope shop that does custom work and maybe they want to learn about lights, or there's just a good builder that builds lights at home, and we could like set up meets to where like people can roll out, and we'll actually do live demos and stuff like that, and giveaways, and hold like competitions and all that stuff. Like, all I want to do is build lights for you guys. So as opposed to people hit me up and be like, how much, and try to throw money at me and then like own me for that day or whatever. Like, I don't want that. No, I want you guys to learn. You guys make dope lights. People are sending me all kinds of awesome feedback right now just from the little, you know, free mini course. So I can't wait. But dude, BC Canada, oh, Vernon is calling my name so bad. I got friends and family in Vernon, Kelowna. 1516 is my jam. I want to go up there and get drunk and sick off of that Okanagan Golden Lager. Oof. I can't wait. I love Canada. You're all so friendly. Yeah, let's read some more comments. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Getting discounts instead of me actually slinging parts to you? I'd rather it be my bulbs, and it would be great. So I hope that hiss has subsided a bit. Kirk says, meanwhile, I'm making my own rear number plate LED light while watching and listening to you from Northeast England. Your work is awesome. You're awesome, and I'm stoked that you're watching, Kirk. Podcast is coming. See this silly microphone? It's for the podcast. I wanted to get the course to the point where, look how stupid. It's just like right in front of my face. This is dumb. I hope that hissing doesn't start up again. But it might. It might, sirs. So, yeah. But I'd love to come visit, meet a lot of you guys in person, and, I mean, I don't know about the whole spending a ton of time going to car shows and things like that, but it might happen. So I will be working on those. I'm going to do some demonize, so I'm going to show you basically how I cut and shorten those things. They're going to go into a set of GTR lights, so everything's going to be internal. So I'll be working on that in a bit, and I will just go live again. So that's dope, Brian. You got me on speakers at your job. No F's given. Hell yeah. Learn, people! So, yeah, I do want to have a lot of this stuff on the podcast so that you can just listen and you're not missing what's actually happening on screen because there's nothing to see. You know what I mean? It's just talking about all this. I met a guy yesterday that is a fabricator in like the off-road, like sand rail, all that whole industry, and that's huge with lights. But this guy's just a customs guy, and he's dope, and he's booked up, and he hates all the same things that I hate about the custom world, and like so many different similarities. So I even told him I'd love to have him come out and be on the podcast. We'll probably record 15 to 20 episodes of that, probably between half an hour to an hour long each. Just interviews, talking, people that are business owners, people that are car owners, enthusiasts, influencers, all of that. And I'm just going to hang out and drink beer and talk to them. And we'll record it. And it'll be freaking awesome. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. Now for a moment of awkward silence as I read things. Alright. Let's see. How far up am I? Okay, so I said 1156 bulbs. It says, what would you charge to have headlights sent to you to install LED lights into them? My man, I got a video for you talking about being vague. And that is why, because I don't know what LED lights, what kind of car. I have nothing to give you any insight on what it would cost. I could tell you, probably, I don't know, I guess it just depends on what it is. I don't want to keep saying no to everybody. I really look forward to saying yes more often. Let's see, LED strips and headlights. Joseph says, we have an H7 kit. I also answered that. LED, alright, let's see. Dark Flame says, the LED sequential switchback strips you offer on your page now, do you need an additional driver for them, or is it all included? So the switchback sequential strips on the site, I think those are from XK Glow. Those are just Go. It's got a big ugly silicone tube. Yeah, those, unfortunately, those will come off the site very soon as well. And I'll drive traffic right to XK Glow. Yeah, dude, the mic block in my face was annoying. Alright. So, this is something cool. So Dark Flames just says, I like discounts, and I think everybody does. Here's a very weird thing that you'll start seeing more and more. We won't do discounts for FlyRyde products. That's going to be literally what keeps the lights on and allows me to keep doing this stuff. Because I can tell you right now, it's not a good position to be in not taking custom jobs where I was used to thousands of dollars a month coming in from that, and now I'm just giving all this free content away. So the switch is going to happen for sure, where the bulbs are going to be one revenue stream for the business. The online paid academy is going to be another one, probably the major one coming up here soon. And then also video endorsements, like the stuff where people are trying to pay to get their product on the channel and get them more exposure and all that. I really want to be like effective and get people tons of money in sales and save you guys tons of money getting discounts from them. But the discounts won't come in the form of me doing like discount codes for FlyRyde bulbs and things like that. That's what will allow me to do giveaways and things where it's like earned. Is that the right way to say it? I'm not sure. So that'll be interesting to see the take on all of that. But I think that you guys saving money on the parts that you're using from the manufacturers, as they keep coming out with new stuff, I want them to start funneling it through me and then doing giveaways where I like test it, show how it works, and then give it away. Super dope. Because then like I can get money from that company for that video as opposed to get money for selling that product. So I guess in a weird way I want to stop making money from you guys and make money from this whole video content creation extravaganza. Gunpulsion says, just stumbled in here, love the idea of classes, can you talk about that? Well, I only want to talk about that. So the idea with everything that I know now is that the custom world is you just go out there, you try stuff, it works, it doesn't work, you fail, you lose money, you do a couple good things. The car that left today was a great example of me doing a couple good things and a whole bunch of bad things. Like, oh, the effort to make that build was insane. So I would rather talk about it now, make sure people don't think that that's what I want. I don't want more of that. I don't want to do crazy custom over-the-top jobs, tens of thousands of dollars. Literally, the dude just called me a second ago. So after the stream, I'll call him back. But it's absolutely crazy to do some of this custom stuff. The classes that I'm talking about now, there's two different ways to look at them. One of the classes teaches you how to make money. Right now, that's the free one. So that's lightingcourse.com. When I'm doing these live streams and I get good at them, there'll be all the overlays, and I'll push a button, it'll show this cool little video, and then I'll walk into the other room, and all of a sudden you'll be looking at the overhead view, and I'll be building stuff, and I'll be pumping a lot of attention to the paid course and the free course that way. But the idea is that on one hand, you do a bunch of simple stuff, and that simple stuff over and over again that you can control and you don't take on more than you need to, that's going to make you money. What's not going to make you money is doing crazy work like most of the stuff that you've seen me do. It doesn't make money. It makes some money, but not as much as doing the simple stuff over and over again. So the problem with that is that people want to be fancy. They want to be like the best guy at whatever. And I don't know what that means to them personally, but I feel more like the mindset of you need to know how to do the craziest stuff and you need to be the best guy out there. That's very ego-driven. You're not going to win by just building your ego. You're not. Like, you're going to inflate, and pop because you can't keep it up. And it's not fun once you get there. Like, once you're there for a long time, just building crazy stuff, you start to wish that you could do the easy stuff. But nobody cares about that with you anymore. They only care about the crazier and crazier. It's like these YouTubers that they start feeding it, and it gets bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden they realize they can't stop feeding it, and they need to do all this different stuff, and they need to do different things than they originally wanted to, and they become different people, and it's terrible. So, like, I'd rather just have the control over all of it. For you guys, I'd rather it be your side hustle, not what feeds your kids, and if you don't take on that big, massive job, you're not going to be able to pay for your house that month. Well, like, I've gone years and years living that life. It's not awesome. It's better to have control and, you know, not worry about if you don't answer that call late at night, that customer that paid you tens of thousands or thousands of dollars. If that guy has paid you thousands of dollars and he wants to call you late at night and you don't answer, then he starts threatening you and saying, if you don't do this and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's terrible. Like, you should be able to tell people to kick rocks, you know? Like, bro, that's not how I do business. Get out of here, right? Like, if you're threatening me, you should peace out. Like, you should go be negative and toxic to somebody else. So that's not what I would want for anybody. However, a lot of people just want to know how to do it. They don't want to have some business behind it. They want to know how to do all the crazy stuff like I've done. And I don't want to tell them, oh, I can't teach you because it will hurt you and you won't be able to make money with it. So I have two different classes, two different mindsets for my content. Is one helps people make money, one helps people learn how to do crazy stuff. They're not the same thing. They should be different, and I want to be very upfront about that. So I told you if I talk about classes, I'll just go. So here in AL, loving the content. Lemon Player, look, what is it? Lemony Player. What up, Lemony Player? Let's check this text from said dude. Just wanted to check. This is a question from the dude that just picked up his car. He says, hey Chris, just wanted to check if this is already done. Number one, RGB bolt and regular bolt relay. So RGB bolt overrides regular bolt when it's on only. Yes, I did that. It's awesome. Battery dying issue. Auto lock. Took care of that. 3. Front and rear dash cams and 360 cam are working and getting power. I don't know. I didn't get paid to do that. And so, yeah, I don't know. I know that the front and rear thing works, but this guy's got so many parts in his car, I have no idea. I'm just going to tell him real quick. Live streaming. I'll get back with you in just a bit. And then I'm going to say 1 and 2, yes. All right. So that was that. Okay. Fam goes, discount is fine, learning is better. That's what I'm saying. That's where I want my value to be with you guys, is teaching you stuff. Ooh! Balls. Every 30 minutes that thing will shut off. So, my bad. Hope that didn't scare you off now. Alright. So let's see. Have I done much with any kind of Tundra? Not one ever. I've been asked a lot though. I basically have said no to everything, and now I get to say yes to everything. So I don't care if it's a 93 Toyota Tercel. If there's a reason to do cool stuff, let's do it. Alright, 1998 BMW 528i. Definitely gonna have to just eat some crow and do the BMW work, but I don't like to do BMWs. They're too smart. I like to do stupid cars like GTRs. You can just tell it to do things and it does it. I have a Lamborghini job coming up. That I gotta call that guy after this, so that will be interesting. Here's the thing. I never asked this. So in the streams, you can hop over to like out of the chat and just give like a thumbs up on the video. I need to get used to talking about that kind of stuff because do you guys know how YouTube works? This is a good question to ask. I'm gonna jump back into questions here in a sec, but so check out with this. Oh, Vincent asked when the build of Corey's is gonna start, and I'll actually talk about that too. But the way YouTube works, for those of you that don't know, I didn't know until I started caring about like having to know why. But literally, the algorithm only cares about comments and engagement, and so the thumbs up matter a little bit, right? I think they still matter quite a bit, but in social media, basically comments is where it's all at. So a lot of the questions that I don't answer that you guys hit me up about, please post them in my videos. Those comments are going to tell YouTube that people are caring and engaging, even on old videos, so the more the better. So like literally I want to funnel everybody to my comments on YouTube so that when I answer one guy, it answers tons of people. Kind of like when I get a question right here in live chat and I start answering it, then it helps anybody who sees that in a replay. There won't be a replay of this one because it's going away as soon as I kill the stream. But yeah, I mean, the deal is like it's going to be much better for everybody if I get a question asked and then I answer that question in like a public area where everybody can reference that. It's not going to be like ideal. Like it'd be better if there's a library, but if I get asked the question a certain amount of times, I should make a video about it, right? So that's that whole thing. Vincent, though, he asked about Corey. So Corey won the 20K giveaway, and now we're going to be approaching 40K, which is super awesome. You guys rule. At 20K, just before that, I asked everybody to engage, just like I was talking about. And go post in comments, go on Instagram, posting all that stuff. Instagram immediately saw that there was something going on. It was just like, boom, people need to see this channel. And just, you know, hundreds or thousands of people actually jumped onto the Instagram and started following there. That's what I want to happen again, as well as happening on YouTube. And so when we did that giveaway thing, it was like we had people voting. It was like down to the freaking wire. Just barely didn't happen for my dude Vincent that's asking about this. He's got a Z and a GTR. And so it came down so much. And those two guys, Corey and Vincent, did such an amazing job about just bringing in friends and people voting and all that, that I told them both I'd do cool stuff for them. So by a sliver, Corey won. He's got a Hyundai Veloster. He just shipped me the lights in, maybe a week and a half ago or less. And so now we get to start doing the build, and we'll do that like as a completely like community-driven thing. So you guys are going to be voting for some of the parts. He's mailing me some of them. We're going to try to get some other stuff in here. And I did get some new stuff that I just found out was made that I might even pack into that project as well. Some sequential stuff. Easy plug-and-play sequential, not like programmed on the phone and all that good stuff, but that'll be cool. So yeah, so that's how YouTube works, and that's what's up with Vincent and Corey and all that. Hi from Holland! What's up, my man? So let's see, we've got Racing Stanger. What's up? Chris Miller, hi from UK, loving your work, wanting to get into light, and finding your video very helpful and best. Dude, I'm stoked, Chris. I am stoked about that. Back to the sequential switchback strips, which would you prefer me to use? Should I get some? Do you guys want to see some switchback sequential strips? And I'll just like live show you. I'll go out on the bench and do it. That might be cool. Let's see what happens. All right, Paul, you got it. You said yeah. Let's go. So I will be there in just a second, boys. Oh, I'll eventually get a mic out there too. There's one, but So I gotta be careful. Last time I walked in, I hit the streaming button, I thought. I turned off the stream deck somehow. How'd that go? See it? Was it cool? Badassness? This dude doesn't get it when I said I'll hit him back. That I'll hit him back. I will! I really will. So when I walk into that room, does the sound just... You just heard that, right? It's actually kind of good that that music was playing meanwhile. Let's see. This is where I get all my music from, Epidemic Sound. It's super, super dope. They got crazy, crazy amounts of stuff. Cinematic Fantasy. Let's listen to some Cinematic Fantasy, fellas. Yeah. Alright. So cool. I'm glad you liked the demo. I have a set I could show you guys of something else that I've been working on for a while for a certain small man named Randy from Eliminate. And I just yesterday bought some LEDs to replace one of the LEDs that was burned out on his sequential board. I'm going to show you guys how to make that sequential set of 240. I guess it's a coupe. Yep, it's a 240 S13 coupe. And I made some sequential taillights for Randy. So if you'd like, I can absolutely go back out there, stick those in front of the webcam, and I don't know, show you guys what that looks like. They're actually hooked up to a little remote control too, so it's pretty cool. JL Fitman says, when you make your retrofitting a side hustle, you still need to do taxes, etc. I mean, if you want, you know, like, you don't have to. Like, you should. I do. It helped me buy a house. Like, I bought a house 6 years ago based on building headlights. That's pretty weird. It took a lot of convincing people that I wasn't full of shenanigans, but yeah, I mean, I look at it like this. I've always filed my taxes in a way that if I were to be audited or anything like that, I sincerely believe that the IRS would look at my books and my numbers and everything and be like, why didn't you write more stuff off, you idiot? Like, you overpaid taxes. Because, like, I'm good. Like, I'm not ever worried about IRS because I pay my taxes. I love my country. That's how things get done. I send my kids to public school, or one kid of the two. So, yeah, like, but, like, I don't know, if you're cash dealing and you're making things happen and you're doing all that, then do you. I mean, it's called due diligence, right? So look into your stuff. I'm not a big fan of, like, I feel like people that send their taxes to be done by somebody else kind of get raked over the coals, and, like, their CPAs are so, like, over the top, making sure that they just squeeze every drop of whatever out of them. And a lot of times people just feel like when they're paying for taxes on their work that it's just like they're losing so much. And I don't know. I personally have always just done my own taxes, paid way more than I should have. I could have written off extra stuff, and I think it's been a good move thus far that I did what I did. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about boring taxes. I hate that stuff. Let's see. Racing Stanger says, yes, you want to see it? I'm getting ready to tear apart your Ranger lights before I do the wife's IS350. Dude, ISs are so dope to do custom lights on. I swear. That one's close to my heart. Daniel says, how about optic headliner that my next, you have something on that? Yeah, so the little twinkle lights that you can see in, like, Bentleys and stuff, I'm going to be honest, I'm only going to make that video because it's such a trending topic. Like, these guys that don't know anything about what they're doing are doing those builds on their cars, and it's just getting, like, crazy views, and, like, I think it'd be perfectly in line with the channel. So I had a guy with a GTR recently kind of flake out on doing a big build that he wanted to do, and one of the things was that headliner. So I was going to do a GTR. Now I think maybe I should just do a... I should just do like a popular street car non-GTR, because there's so much GTR stuff already. And if I do a GTR, then a ton of people with GTRs are going to be like, oh, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to be under that thumb. So, but yes, we will do the headliner thing for sure. It's stupid easy. It's like, poke a hole, put the thing in there. Poke another hole, put the thing in there. Poke another hole. and then like all the little lines go to one little RGB LED. Twinkles. Vincent, Chris, may I ask, how crazy are you willing to go with lens etching? I filmed a video of me doing the lens etching a little bit. I have to buy a vinyl plotter. I have a neighbor that's going to let me use one of them to test stuff out. But my dude Eric at THC, you guys should all go follow Eric at THC _ do it. Damn it. Where's the underscore? Why do I all of a sudden suck at typing? Concepts. Go follow THC Concepts on Instagram and buy your etched lenses from him. I totally want to support guys like him. Damn, we're going 41 minutes already. That's cool. Yeah, so I want people to go support the people that I talk about. And so he said that he's been getting orders because of the stuff that I put in the videos. So I'm all about that. I would love for him to get more and more. But Vincent, so your question on the etching is for 350Z. I mean, so many 350Zs have lens etching in Iron Man, and all the different little things that you can do have been done so many times. So it's weird, like, for you I would do it, probably not for any other 350Z guy, just because it's been done so many times, so many damn times. That build has been done for the 350Z, and so if it was like something super unique, let's do it, bro. You and me will make it happen. So, but headliner, do that on 350Z too. That might be a cool thing. I know my boy, he's actually supposed to be here today. He had car problems or something like that on his 350Z, but he was supposed to roll up, and he would probably be a fun one to do that headliner for, because he's all into that, like the the EDM stuff. So that would be super cool to make his car look like a little rave. Quick mind, have you ever done some smart car headlights? What would you throw at them? I suggest absolute minimalism on everything now. So what I would say is open them up. They should be damn easy to open up. Just separate them, just like the last video and the little free course shows. Paint them black inside, or paint match them to the car. Paint matching tends to get played out, and that is pretty cinematic fantasy back there. It gets a little played out with just doing body color and all that. So I'll just find a complementary color that fits your theme. Maybe whatever your wheel color is. If you got glossy black wheels, do glossy black. If it's, if you got satin, or if you just got stock, like, you can't ever beat low gloss black. So that rattle can that I put in that last video, that stuff is dope. Been dope. So Wayne, you're out of here, my man. I am glad that you joined us. You should speak up more in these chats. I found that people feel weird posting comments, like they don't want to like intrude or whatever. I'm like, that's like the oxygen of my channel, those comments. So like, everybody here comment on all the videos that you can, because like that's what tells YouTube to show more people. More people find out about the channel, more people comment. Growth, like the whole academy builds up. It's kind of what's gonna feed my babies and my wife. I need those comments. So Paul, thank you, man. I'm glad you love it. I can't wait to be sharing a lot of the stuff that you guys have sent me even recently. If you haven't and you're not already in the course, go just look at the last video. It's about the 5 months to 5 figures, and get in there. And there's little exams basically at the end of the different sections, and it asks you to upload files. So I have like tons and tons of uploads of people filming themselves and saying what they're going to work on, like I asked them to do. That's so dope. That's amazing. And then they're actually now, I'm getting people reaching out on Instagram, sending me DMs of the work that they've been doing. I saw some Civic lights somebody did a projector retrofit on, and there's just so much good stuff. I've had guys with GTRs that did like crazy custom side markers, sequential little like the little side marker on the mirrors. Really cool stuff, and I love seeing your guys' work. So I really can't wait to comment much more about that. Vincent says, yes, you were right, but it helps you respond on the comments. Yeah, I definitely do try. It makes it less awkward for me personally. Yeah, I guess that's a big thing. Like, so I have, I have friends that are like, like internet famous, and like sometimes I reach out and I don't hear anything back, and other ones I hit up and I get instantly. Like I showed Randy his lights yesterday, which I will go show you in a second, and he was pumped. He's like, "That's exactly how I envisioned it," and blah blah blah. And like, super cool guy to talk to on the phone, on text and all that stuff. And then I have other guys that last time I was in San Diego and I was working on the FlyRyde, just goofing around with it. TJ sat down and just was just shooting the shit with me and having a good conversation and hanging out and talking. But I know that if I text that dude, sometimes I get a response and sometimes I don't. And his phone blows up all day long, and like that's not a thing to take personally. Like these are busy people that are. I mean, there's not a better way to put it than like they're super successful. Like they're not super successful because every time somebody shoots them a text, they immediately jump to it, hit them back. So like I have to be humbled by that as well. And so when people comment on my stuff and I don't hit them right back and they send me the triple question mark, I just want to reach through and just boom, just punch that fool right in the mouth. I'm like, you and your triple question mark, man, get out of here with that. You wouldn't do that shit in person. You wouldn't do it in my face like that. Yeah, that wouldn't happen. So I try to get back to everybody, and especially on comments on videos. Like, it's great. Like, it's public. I can hit them up, answer their question, and provide some value outside of what's in the video. And then that actually lets me know that's a person that's watching my content. So if I keep seeing the questions coming up over and over again from people that are watching the content, boom, video ideas. That's exactly what I should do. Not that I'd run out of ideas for videos, because I have so many of them. But yeah, that's the case. So let's read more comments here. Quick Mind, thanks for your input. Yes, 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 of course. Dark Flames, I already painted my headlights like 3 years ago. That's cool. That's kind of what the deal is with my wife's Kia. I opened them up, painted them, sealed them back up. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you open up extra sealed headlights by opening her lights again. We're going to put some angel eyes and demon eyes in there. I'm also going to do that with the local, that I would much rather film a fresh set of lights to do that demon eye or angel eye install video so that I can add to the free course, because it's going to show you just those two main custom jobs. Paint, that's already been covered, but then we're going to cover angel eyes and demon eyes. And that's what I want you to stick with. Etched lens is cool. Hit up Eric, that whole deal. But if you've already opened up your lights and painted them black and you've done nothing else, it's a great time to go back in there. And I want people to get their feet wet by working on their own car, so that if you do work on a customer's car and there's an issue, that you're not like, oh crap, caught with your pants down. You haven't opened up lights that you resealed. It's harder to do the work. It's messier. And you need to be prepared on how to do that if you're going to do a little side hustle making money, like my 5 months to 5 figures course talks about. So it's kind of all built in so that you can have more or less like a seamless integration into making money doing that. And a lot of people are not stoked on sales, and they don't know how to get money from people. And so I'm trying to make that be a big part of the course as well. Kind of walking you through, like, if you're providing value, don't feel bad putting a price tag on that, And I say that as somebody who's about to triple his rates. Like, that's terrible, right? I'm just going to say, like, I don't know if I need to build a big, crazy headlight job, or I need to do something simple, and it's something that someone's coming to me about. I mean, those rates are going to be a lot more expensive. I can just offer pre-built things that I just have at the shop that I've made, and they'll be expensive. And, like, that's okay, because if the equivalent is, like, for me to make that same money is doing a bunch of video content and things that I'm really trying to ramp up, then, like, this custom job has to completely displace the time that I put into that. And the only way that it can do that is if it's much more valuable to spend that time doing this than this. And as I grow, that's going to be way harder to do, because this is just going to look like a stupid thing to do in comparison to this. Which brings me back to that talk about TJ, and when he gets people texting him and they're offering him this and talking about that, hey, can I do this, can I do that, do you want to do this, you want to do that, and he's got this massive big opportunity over here. Where's his attention go? It goes there. So yeah, I don't know why I went down that road, but I did. Eddie says, any plans on common mistakes and fixing issues videos? I should. That's a great one. What do the rest of you guys think about that? I always just say no on fixing lights. I hate it. I hate fixing lights. Somebody else screws something up and then I have to fix it. And in best case scenario, it's less terrible, or like it's good, but not great because there's some prior damage that you can't really fix, and then that now negatively reflects on me moving forward, where it's like, oh, FlyRyde did that? Cool. But why does that look terrible? Oh, he must not be that good. I mean, it doesn't matter too much what people think, but at the end of the day, if the reason it doesn't look too good is because of the prior damage, but then I got my hands on it and stamped my name on there, gotta be careful with that. When it comes to making money, do not fix things that other people did. Ever, 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 ever. Just don't do it. Terrible, terrible, terrible way to make money. Don't do it. Yeah. Yo, let's see. Chowski? What up, Chowski? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yo, started doing some small projects as a hobby since I found your channel. I'm slowly working toward putting in the work. Return to a side hustle. The problem is, it's hard to get parts for a respectable price in England, as it's so small over here and still in import taxes. Yeah, I just paid hundreds of dollars this week for import taxes. Other than Chinese replicas to start funds for branded projects. This is what I think. I think that's opportunity. If you're in the UK and you are facing certain problems as a builder, then that's actually an opportunity for you to find a solution for yourself and then make that solution available for the other people around you. So you can network and so you can buy things. I would suggest like a building guild. Wow, I'm a dork. Like you are all working together, but you're all independent. Meaning, like, I've been watching this. I'm such a dork. I've been watching a bunch of these anime shows with my kid lately. One of them that I'm watching is called Fairy Tale, and it's just a bunch of these like badasses, more or less. I think that's how it should be with the lighting game. I think there should be building guilds, and like the guild can buy 10 sets of this or that or whatever, and like have discussions on what you guys should buy so that you have available, and then each guy should be focused on a different segment, a different car. You know, if like two guys are stepping on each other's toes, they could take it in the back and handle it and come back to the table. But, you know, like that would be an opportunity to learn from other people. That's what I want to see, is community with all this stuff, because everybody's all acting as like little independent silos where they're building lights, but they don't share any of the information. And so like where one guy gets stumped at something and just does a terrible job or tries to fix it and makes it worse, the other guy could have already overcome that exact job and could have just told him like, oh no bro, just stick this thing on there and then turn the thing that way and it pops right in place, you're good to go. Like I would have loved to have had any help learning what I've learned so far. And I have from a few of the builders that are out there on the Facebook group, and it's pretty cool that that exists, that I have access to that. But I would like to see you guys build that amongst yourselves, you know? So you can have the guys in London and UK and guys in Germany or wherever, like all act as like hubs. And in that hub, there could be a bunch of different builders that specialize in different cars. That would be something to think about. Fairy Tale is cool. That's funny. So it says, that sounds good. Need a network for sure. If you guys are interested in me kind of facilitating any sort of networking stuff like that, I don't know how, but get my attention. And if I don't get back to you, hit me up again, because I probably won't if I didn't. That would be super cool. I might make a form for that on a Google form and do a separate video on that down the road where I talk about it. So I think I've had enough strategy. Let's go look at some lights. I'm going to hook up Randy's S13 tails and show you. Be right there. Oh, gotta be my phone. And I gotta make coffee because I'm thirsty. Ooh. Let's see if I can control them in here. I don't know if I can. Let's see how far this goes. Yes. Dude, that's awesome. That is so cool. All right, so I'm back in my office, but because I put it on a little remote control, yeah, I can control it in here. So let's put it back to that, and I will talk you through what I'm doing as I do it. So let's see. My lag is so bad right now, I can't even see. All right, so we've got brake lights on, I think. Damn, I gotta watch on OBS. Yeah, so that's brake lights. This is running lights. So when I turn on running lights, they dance on. And that is based on a 21 channel Ghost sequential setup. And it only has 12 LEDs on there. So if you see, there's a little bit of a out of order thing that happens because it's actually starting in the center and it fans out. So it starts at LED section 11 and then goes to 12 and then it goes to 10, 9, 8, 7. See that? I don't know if you can pick that up. I see these things. But if it were done right, then it would actually be starting right in the middle of all of those LEDs and it would fan outward. Anyway, step on the brake, it does that. A little triple flash, I can speed that up, slow that down. And then this is show mode 1. Just as a stacking thing, very, very common theme. And then, and you can tell, see how it's like, they're disappearing, they're not stacking, they're just zipping past. It's because there's 21 channels that thing is stacking. And there should only be 12. And then this is the other. So this is actually the same animation I did on a Genesis not too long ago. And yeah. That set of Genesis lights is actually in the other room because something about the resistors, I think they were getting too hot, something like that. They're messing up. Some intense music right here. Some cinematic. Damn it. Alright. That tells me that we have been running for an hour. Is that crazy or what? So yeah. Any questions about the Ghost setup? And damn it, is that so cool with me sitting here in the office with the remote. I can control them. I love it. Alright, let's see. So let's see. Paul says, what tip do you use? You're a welder? Do you need my soldering iron? Because I have a Weller something or other, and the tips, I just burn through them, man. Change them all the time. Vincent, glad you like them. Racing Stinger, where do you guys get your LED boards from? Those boards are what came in those taillights. So, nothing special there. I have some boards I can show you. I'll go out there in a sec. That's what I want to do, the full custom work, not just installing a projector. Let's talk to my wife real quick. Hi, Chris's wife. I'm live streaming, and we're talking while I do it. So what's up? Oh, let's not talk about Easter plans right now. Do you want to say hi to everybody? It'll be interesting. Wait, hold on. All right, FlyRyde, Mrs. FlyRyde is gonna say hi. Hi, everybody. How funny. You're just talking to a mic, and I'm sitting in my room. The camera died a second ago, but I'm messing with live streaming and changing all the little scenes and stuff like that. So we've been going for an hour.
Fun stuff.
Racing Stanger says hello. Fat Kid says hello. Check it out.
Hello, guys.
So, anyway, we should probably not talk about Easter stuff right now. I'm going to finish up on this. Vincent says hi, too. He says, hello, Miss FlyRyde. All right. All right, I'll call you back. I love you. Bye. That was dope. So, yeah. What do you guys think about them there little tail lights. Ooh, I love that I can push buttons and it switches. It's so techy and nerdy. Live streaming is amazing. So yeah, this will be happening on Twitch for sure because I won't be interacting like this, but I will be definitely working and showing the work as I go. I needed to get this dialed. I had a good talk with one of my GTR customers yesterday, and he said he had a lot of luck as a streamer and just had a bunch of information. And so the fact that this is even working at all, hissing and all that stuff aside, makes me happy. So I'll get it dialed. It'll sound really good. It won't be hissing. It won't be maxing out MacBook Pros and all that. So any other questions before I get back to it, guys? Because it is 1:24. I'm going to show off some really cool parts that I do later. Like I said, I'm going to do this live stream again while I just kind of work through it in the other room. And I got to get some headlights together for my dude, DJ Boom. So if you know DJ Boom, his GTR lights are coming together, and I can't wait to finish. I got quite a few other ones too that I'm working on, so yeah. Alright, so hit me with any last questions, and then I'm going to jump back off of here, get some stuff set up in there, and then I'll come back in a bit and turn on the live stream just because. So what holds LEDs in place when they're not surface mount? In most cases, you see LEDs have a PCB designed specifically for them. So you're not usually going to see LEDs that are acting in any kind of a free-floating way. So the ones that I show how to do with the power LEDs, that you can really get custom. So we're actually supposed to mess with that this week, showing one of the new sequencers. And I think that's going to be cool to see people go nuts with these sequencers because they're plug and play. You don't have to have anything extra. Like when I hooked up those taillights out there, that was all done with the Ghost controller and then a little wireless remote, this little guy right here. So that's usually not good for the customer to install it if the alternative is that they can have a plug and play set of lights. That's super dope. So plug and play is the way to go. You just don't have the ability to like program different show modes and all that, but you can make really cool shapes and all that. So Dave says, why are there very few Mercedes lights available? Difficult? Nah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like why I don't do certain cars is because I don't like the people that drive them. It sounds bad, but like that's legit. It's why I don't work on trucks. It's why I haven't done a lot of stuff. There's a certain predictability about how someone's going to be and act and all of that, and so sometimes you just don't want to deal with them, and you enjoy working with other people more. I'm not going to say that all Mercedes guys are not good to deal with because I've dealt with some really amazing, really cool guys that have Mercedes and have done some cool projects, but you know, hasn't been my bread and butter, so I really haven't been able to do it. Vincent says, how many channels can you run on a Ghost? Is it always 21? It's 28, actually. There's 21 little pins that come out of them the way that I set them up and put them together. But you don't have to use 28. You don't have to use 20. You can use 4. You know, like you can do it however you want. You can split one Ghost controller up to power left headlight and right headlight. And there's all sorts of stuff that you can do with them. I find that I've actually been told, even by one of the other builders, that he runs multiple Ghosts per light. The most I've ever done is 2 Ghosts per GTR headlight, and that was some of the crazy ones that I built a year ago. And those are actually coming back because that LED board that was made by the first company that made them for me failed after just under a year. So I'll be putting the new FlyRyde lightning bolt boards in there. So yeah, that's what's up. Somebody actually did mention too recently about putting up a place where you can download all the files, and I'm going to make that available as well. So I think I'm going to have an invite-only sequential membership on lightingcourse.com, and so you'll be able to get in and be kicked out, you know, like if you're not contributing or you're not playing nice with others, or I don't know, there's a good reason to kick you out. but I'm going to make it to where everything's downloadable in there. So if you're uploading files, you can do that in the membership group in there. And if you're downloading, it makes it super easy for me to post everything up. So I think that's a great way to do that. Might also be a cool way to have little international hubs and stuff too. So lots of stuff's going to come next as I'm able to spend more time doing this. Because I would do what I'm doing right now all day if it didn't hurt me to do it. I was literally just playing with stuff and figuring it, and then I don't know, I was like, I should just go live and talk with these guys a little bit. So that's why this happened. That's why the first 10 minutes of it was absolutely ridiculous. So Vincent says, if you drive a Mercedes, what was that? Oh, yeah, well, I think Mercedes guys are fine. Sometimes their cars aren't always the funnest to mess with because the bumpers and a lot of German things are completely overbuilt. So there's 8 million screws to do what normally would be held together by 4. But, oh yeah, if you drive a Mercedes, you'll get kicked out? No. I don't think so. We won't discriminate based on what you drive. So, yeah, that's it. I will share a little bit more. I'm going to kick off for now. I need to eat. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and you guys are awesome for hanging in for so long. So I am not going to make this available because it's kind of ridiculous, but you guys are cool for hanging out. So I love you all. Thank you much. I'm going to push a button here on the stream deck that's supposed to kill the stream. If it does that, I'll be happy. But yeah, that'll be cool. So anyway, we'll do lots more of this soon. And like I said, I will be streaming on Twitch. So if you don't use Twitch, I get it because I don't use Twitch. But I'm going to be streaming on there showing the work as soon as I get this dialed with the new PC. Until then, looks like I'll be able to run OBS on the Mac. So I'm out. I love you guys. See you later.